Okay, here we go again, and I'm saying okay again. All right, I'm getting back to this tractor, this 4450. I've been pretty busy. As you can see, I bought a new baler in the video that I just posted. But yeah, I do have to get this tractor back together. It's, you know, it's high time I get to using it. As you see, it's kind of dirty here. I didn't realize how dirty it was. But what I'm going to be doing now is actually putting this load control shaft in. It goes in here in the ends. Doink, doink. But I have to pull the drive shaft out, or yeah, drive shaft, drawbar out. I have to pull the drawbar out to get that thing to drop away. But before I do that, I got to put a jack underneath there to catch it, so that it just falls away real nice, because there are some bushings and some plates in there. I did lose one. Where the hell is it? Oh, here it is. It came out of there. It's no big deal. I've got a few of these extras from the 4020. I used to have a nightmarish amount of trouble with the 4020, because if you remember, the 4020s had a much smaller bushing that goes in the bottom there. But anyways, that's the next thing I got to do. I have the bushing that goes in the front and the one in the back for the load control shaft. I'm replacing them all. New bushings, new pins. So at some point I must have lost a part. For the load control shaft, there's a couple of shims that go in there. And as you can see, I have two of them, one side by side. Well, I lost one. But by luck has it, I usually save parts and pieces when I repair stuff, just because you don't know when at some point you might need it. As you can see, this wall of shit on the back here. I mean, there's bits and pieces, parts to all sorts of stuff. But anyways, I knew that there was one of these shims from an old 4020. That tractor's 21 years older than the 4450. But anyways, the difference is, as you can see, is it's just slightly smaller. So I've got my Dremel chainsaw sharpener here with a diamond tipped cutter on there. And what I'm going to do is I've got it set up in the vise really nice here. I'm just going to go around and around and around like so until it is the right size. And then I'll be able to use it. And it won't take long. These diamond cutters are designed to really cut quickly. So, yeah. So I'll cut a while and then I'll show you how it's turned out. Actually, I'm going to cut a little bit and then I'll shut the camera off. Okay, I think I reamed the hole out good enough. I don't know, let's see what happens. Perfect. Perfect. Anyhow. Yeah, so now this is actually the old shaft. I'll show you what we got here. That's all kind of got a lip onto it on both sides. So it's worn pretty badly on the outside of it. The seal is fine, as it's brand new in there. And those shims will keep that housing from sliding back and forth and creating a major problem. So anyways, there it is. I'm going to just... It's pretty warm yet. I'm going to use my knee because I can't take that out of there. But you can see that it's all good. Just a little bit smaller, but that's fine. Because, you know, these things inherently wear, you know, from 10,000 hours of use or however many hours are on this tractor. I'm not really sure. This thing, we bought it at 4,999 hours. I've used it for 10 years. Geez, I got 99. So, for 14 years. And it's still 4,999 hours. So I don't know how many hours are on it, but we used it a lot. So anyways, I'm going to slide this bad boy up in there and slide the new shaft in. I'm going to lubricate it with a light oil, like a chain and cable lubrication. I guess it's Napa chain and cable lube. I like that stuff. It works really good. It's pretty slippery, and it'll allow you to assemble stuff pretty easily without any damage. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Actually, what I'm going to do is set you all up, and you can watch me curse at it. How's that? it is in. Excelente. Yeah. Okay. All right, next step. Okay, so the next step is pretty simple. You have these little guys. See that? It goes one way, and this one goes the other. Now this is actually the far end. They're identical to one another, but you know, honestly, I don't think it makes a, I don't think it makes any difference. But I'm just gonna put those plugs in there, and when you get them in, they're greasable. You grease them up really good so that it makes a nice tight seal. So I'm going to stick them in there and get the clips in. There'll be a lot of cursing, so I'm not going to film it, because the clips that go in there are a pain in the ass, and I have to find them. I think they're on top of a 55-gallon drum over there. But anyways, yeah, I'll get back to that in a few. Okay, so that's what it looks like in there. I haven't greased it yet, because I haven't finished putting it together yet. I figured you guys might want to see a little bit of the cursing that goes on. I don't know if you'll be able to see it too well, but maybe there. Maybe there. I think you'll be able to see that. It's fairly simple. You got your little guy there. You kind of, I mean, I have the right pliers to do this job, to take them out, but putting them back in generally isn't that difficult. So, and there's no seals or anything that you got to worry about on the outside here. So you just kind of muscle your way around there. And pliers that look like these are awesome, by the way. So anyways, there it is. It's in there, and they're kind of loose. They don't really do much of anything. But there it is. There it is. Oh, and by the way, there was a YouTuber that said, hey, make sure before you put that load control shaft in that these arms are up. Yeah, so you really want to do that, because there's a horseshoe looking shaped thing in there, the actual load control arm. And if that thing is down, it doesn't allow that to move back and forth. And then what happens is, if you jam that thing through there, you can actually break the bottom of that off. And that's not something you really want to do, because then you got to tear the whole entire tractor apart again. And nobody wants to do that crap. So anyways, there it is. They're up. I can actually leave them down now. And there it is. Okay, till the next thing. Alright, so I've got that shaft back in there, and I haven't greased it yet, but I had to pull this PTO housing off. Timothy didn't put it together right. There's supposed to be a, well, you see the schmutz there. He used a spray sealer, a copper spray sealer that is okay for some applications, but not that one. Yeah, so I had to take it off and change that. Now I've actually got some hydraulic oil in here now, and things seem to be holding. There's no leakage there or over here. Where's he at? Okay. I gotta start this up and run it, and then we'll see what happens. Okay. Then I'll take you out and show you how to move it. Alright, here we go, bitch. There are all the lights I need. Okay, other than the son of a bitch not just having a couple of leaks and stuff, this is the first I moved. I must have slipped my finger on the... Okay, there are the gears that I didn't have before, 1 and 2. And it is shifting. I have to repair that thing there, but yeah, everything seems to be working just right. Everything's good. those are my gears that I was missing. I don't hear any crunches or glass or anything breaking like a differential, so all is good. I even have lights, can you believe it? They work. But I'm just going to be pulling it up into the shed here, and I will show you what we've got. Oh, we got floppy stuff. Everybody seems pretty happy that I've actually successfully made this thing move after having it that far apart. And there it is, my friend. We are going to shut her down here. Oh yeah, we even have brakes. And everything goes into park just the way it's supposed to. I have to fix the seat, but shut her off. I put a new cable on there, and that's that. All right, so here's the deal. Cody, my nephew, came over and he helped with the tractor this afternoon, just doing some small stuff, putting like the drag on, the pull arms, the lift links, and everything were all, you know, we had to put that on. The heck else did he help? Yeah, he put engine oil. I had him cleaning the shop here. As you can see, the shop is a lot cleaner. It's not as clean as 63 Impala's shop, but you know, this is a little different type of shop with parts and pieces to about 16 different pieces of equipment, maybe more. But anyways, it is actually a more functioning shop now. Got some buckets there that are going to get thrown away, but the tractor is now no longer in that spot, which is a good thing because the Jeep is going to go there now. I'll get into that later, but the yeah, I don't have any leaks other than this pump in the front there. There's a hose that needs to be replaced. And the next thing that I have to fix is this bullet hole. And that bullet hole, you see, when you become a big farmer and you take some ground that maybe some people don't like, they shoot at you, which is an out-and-out lie. I'll tell you what the deal is. The deal is that is not a bullet hole. I got stuck with this thing, and I took the spikes to the bale spikes, and I put them here, like right there, or here, or someplace here, and it slipped off. And when it did, it punched into the fuel tank. So you'll see how I'm going to fix that tomorrow. It's a very simple fix. Shouldn't take much at all. It involves me welding and yanking with the skid steer. So anyways, the next thing that has to go onto this tractor is actually just the hood. And I'm going to do that tomorrow. And then tomorrow I'm going to air up the tires, and I'm going to have that piece there fixed. I'm going to paint it because I have some Dear John paint that I'm going to put on there. And I actually have the emblem, the badge that belongs on there. There she is right there. But when this got punched, it knocked those off. So I'm going to get some, I think, Gorilla Glue or an epoxy or the Amazing Goop. I think that's what it's called, Amazing Goop, and I'm going to use that to put that on there. And I think it'll stay. That stuff works really, really well. So anyways, stay tuned, and the 4450 will be in service soon. Thanks for watching.